How much is Voltz JT worth? Voltz JT is a Zimbabwean hip-hop luminary, distinguished by his groundbreaking creation of the yucca trap sound. This is the extravagant lifestyle resulting from his creation of this innovative musical genre. This will be a revelation. We dug deep into the pages of Popnable, Starstat, and Zimbo Sun to paint a complete picture of the luxurious lifestyle his musical creations afforded him. Stick to the end to know what his current net worth is. What was his musical journey like? His musical roots originally delved into the drill music, a hip-hop subgenre that originated in the United Kingdom. Drill music is characterized by dark, grimy, and violent lyrics over hard-hitting beats. He then infused the style with Zimbabwean context, fusing the Shona language and local Western slang vibe, creating what is to later be popularly termed as yucca trap sound, which translates to sand trap in Shona. Yucca is a metaphor for the obstacles and challenges faced by people living in the ghetto. The JT in his stage name represents yucca trap, which is the brand of music he represents. His musical palette extends into reggae, dancehall, afropop, and gospel, with influences from artists like Jay-Z, Kevin Gates, Junior Brown, and the late Oliver Mtukudzi. Starting in 2012, he started a diary on his music, writing down his thoughts with a rhythm in his mind. He started performing songs at school functions until he was signed by rapper Script Moolah to the record label he fronted, Moolah Nation Entertainment. He burst into the music scene in 2016 with his debut track, Boys Ring. By 2021, he had released 2 extended plays, consisting of a collaborative effort with Kerposh entitled Power Moves and his own solo effort, Mayhem and Modis. What thrusted him into the spotlight was his 2021 viral hit, These Days, which offered a poignant social commentary on the struggles of the Zimbabwean youth. He followed this up with Nyayad Zamari, which explored the impact of wealth on friendships. He then questioned the lengths a person would go to achieve success in How Far, a collaboration with Holy 10. It was not until 2022 that he released his debut album, Life of Muvimi, which featured collaborations with artists like Tami Moyo and Daba Don. His 2023 release of Makuruwani, another collaboration this time with Nutty O, quickly climbed the charts on the local radio stations, while his 2024 release of Mukoma Brian addressed the ignored issues of mental health in men. He has also established himself as a record producer and video director within the Zimbabwean community. Critics dubbed him as the voice of the streets and the future of Zim hip-hop, based on his originality, creativity, and resonance. He has been proclaimed the best newcomer during the 2020 Zim Hip Hop Awards. He was also given the Positive Social Impact Award in 2023 for the positive impact of his music to the Zimbabwean community. What is a controversial chapter in his musical career? This would be his clash with Holy 10, which started in 2021, after Holy 10 mocked his performance at the 2020 Zim Hip Hop Awards. A rivalry between the two surfaced. Following was an exchange of accusations of style imitation and ingratitude from Holy 10, culminating in diss tracks like his Mode and Holy 10's Mbuya Vanamunya. In Mode, Voltz accused Holy 10 of being a coward and sacrificing his friends for fame, while in Mbuya Vanamunya, Holy 10 asserted his drill music dominance, dismissing Voltz JT as an irrelevant crybaby and wannabe. In 2022, Holy 10 gave himself the title Father Holy, being convinced that no one is better than him when it comes to the local music scene. On his Twitter account, after the release of Voltz's debut album, he proclaimed that Voltz will always just be second to him. On his part, Voltz said he will continue to focus on his music and his craft and not be drawn into a fight with Holy 10, who he believes is only exposing his attention-seeking syndrome as he tried to make Voltz's album all about Holy 10. There is no way Holy 10 will get his attention. In 2023, Holy 10 got the better of Voltz at the Zim Hip Hop Awards, winning 3 awards to Voltz's 2. Holy 10 secured the Best Male, Best Hip Hop Hustle, and People's Choice Awards, while Voltz scored the Positive Social Impact and the Best Director Video of the Year Awards. In 2024, following a stage incident that had Holy 10 falling off the stage during a performance, Holy 10 accused Voltz of substance abuse with the suggestion that they undergo drug tests to determine who's who when it comes to abusing drugs. In interviews, Voltz described Holy 10's accusations as arrogant and expressed his frustration over his being dragged into the conflict. Addressing Voltz's interview, Holy 10 said that Voltz talked about him because of the poor performance of Voltz's latest album. He further claimed that Voltz was stirring up their beef in the hope that his album will ultimately trend. The rivalry between Voltz and Holy 10 is a prominent topic in Zimbabwe's hip-hop scene and has captivated both fans and media. Marked by public exchanges and personal accusations, it is a highlight of the competitive nature of Zimbabwe's hip-hop industry. Meanwhile, the media is questioning the authenticity of this hip-hop beef between Holy 10 and Voltz, maintaining that it could be a mere marketing gimmick designed for publicity. How much is Nkosalathi Sibiya worth? His net worth in 2024 is estimated to be in the vicinity of $600,000. In 2021, his earnings were approximately $66,000, which rose to $390,000 in 2022. In 2023, it dipped down a little bit to $262,000. The main source of his fortune is his hip-hop recordings featuring his self-developed Jekka trap sound. However, his musical endeavors are not limited to track recordings, but includes live performances in shows and festivals, such as the Shoko Festival and the National Arts Merit Awards. He has also performed internationally in other countries, including Zambia and Australia. He started a YouTube channel 7 years ago that now has over 151,000 subscribers. The net worth of this channel is pegged at $35,700 in 2024. His estimated average earnings from his channel advertising is an annual $44,400. He has started to make a move in the corporate world, scoring an endorsement deal with Merit, a local book manufacturer, starting with his face being featured on a set of limited edition books. Being an electronics and telecommunications engineering graduate in the University of Zimbabwe, who grew to become a successful hip-hop artist, he sets an example of the coexistence of education and talent in one person, dispelling the fear and stigma that sporting and art activities come at the expense of academic success. There is little known about his personal life. As far as his home is concerned, a partial view of his living space was all he had so far offered in an Instagram post. He is known to be in a relationship with Natalie Mugwindari, a law student at the University of Zimbabwe. As to what car he is driving, he has been seen driving a Bugatti in Australia, demonstrating a possible penchant for luxury cars. Voltz JT's income is a mix-up of his music releases, live performances, YouTube channel maintenance, and endorsement deals. This diversity of his income streams is a reflection of his multifaceted approach to his music career. Voltz JT is a pioneer of the Jekka trap sound of Zimbabwean hip-hop music, achieving widespread acclaim on local radio stations and online platforms. For another video of a rich and famous pioneer, simply proceed to the next video on cue.